Alright, so I wanted to emphasize on what I meant by everybody deals with overstimulation, and everybody deals with overstimulation differently, and people get overstimulated in different ways. So my triggers are super loud people. Like earlier we had a group of girls that were like super loud, laughing, screaming, yelling, laughing some more. And my fiance honked a few times to like see if it would scare them and like quiet down. No, they got louder and louder and louder, and so I had to shut all the windows and I had to shut everything. Come on. And then another one of my triggers is bright lights, flashing lights, fluorescent lights, pretty much anything that's not a natural light. Another thing is like large groups of people. Now get this, I can public speak, no problem. Like I have no problem public speaking. But as soon as I'm in a group of people of like 400 in the group, it's a whole different story and I completely shut down. Now, while I don't really carry anything to help with that, when I'm in public, as far as like in groups or meetings or whatever, I actually just end up picking at my fingers or my lips or mess with my hair, bite my nails. My vape, I use that a lot. But I have my ESA with me all the time too. Toonie! Hi, buddy. I take him everywhere with me because he's really sensitive and he's really in tune to me. So like if I start panicking or I start yelling or I start sighing, if I let out a really heavy sigh, he will like come over, put his head on my shoulder and like make sure I'm okay. Or he'll give me his paw, you know, all kinds of different things that he does. And then when I'm at work, this is currently my work, is YouTube and Uber Eats and DoorDash. I'm looking to do something at home that makes a little bit more money. But I'll keep you guys updated on that. But right now, while I'm at work, I take a backpack with a baby blanket that I've had for the last 21 years. My Nintendo Switch and a couple of stuffed animals. Now, I've gotten judged a few times by people just staring at me when I'm holding my blanket and like playing on my Switch, and I assume it's because they think, oh, that's creepy, you know, he's a grown-ass man with a baby blanket and a Switch, like he's a little kid. But what people don't know is that I'm autistic, and autism isn't just one look. Somebody could be super high functioning autistic and you would have no idea unless they told you. Or somebody could be on the lower functioning spectrum of autism and need constant care and help and stuff like that. But autism varies. You know, we don't have just that one look. I had somebody on my TikTok that was like, you're not autistic. I know what autism looks like. It's like, really? Because what does autism look like? There's high functioning. I know there's like the lower spectrum of functioning. I don't remember what the others are. I'm in the middle between high and medium functioning. So, which means that once I get comfortable around people, I tend to let myself loose a little more, so I tend to show my emotions more and stuff like that. When I first moved here to Washington, I didn't have any emotion. I didn't laugh, I didn't smile, I didn't really do anything. I didn't open up. I was basically a robot. Had no emotion. And then after about 4 or 5 months, I kind of opened up and I was able to actually cry for once and actually be able to feel emotion. Again, because I had shut those doors so tightly, because I've been bullied and I've been judged and I've been teased for everything, you know. But the biggest thing is autism is a wide spectrum. And when you look at somebody and they may be acting differently, or they may be, you know, off to themselves, or they may have headphones on, you kind of want to take in an idea that they kind of just want to be left alone. And I can say that with experience, because when I was in my dorms, in my student living, I used to wear headphones. And, you know, people would kind of just leave me alone. Whereas if you see somebody without headphones or without something that they're doing, you may as well go and meet them, talk to them, see how they're doing, you know, maybe make a new friend. But try to clue in when, you know, people are acting differently, you know, fidgeting, either just sitting by themselves, just nervous, or playing with their hair. If they're playing with their hair a lot, like I do all the time, probably stimming, you know, or picking at their fingers or their lips or whatever. And I mean, I get judged all the time for holding my blanket in public. Believe me, I do. I get looks from older parents that just stare at me and they kind of just watch. Or I get looks from teenage girls that kind of just stare at me and laugh at me. Why? Because I'm almost 24 and I have a baby blanket that I've had for 21 years that comforts me. Maybe it holds a lot of, you know, sentimental value. It's not worth anything, but it means a lot to me. And I know that that's what I have to take to work with me in order to function and in order to get out of my overstimulation. And it's hard to see people that do get teased, that do get judged, that do get bullied, because I know how that feels. I get that look every day. And so if you see somebody struggling, just make sure they're okay. My biggest tip for, you know, anybody, if you see anybody just for, you know, to you, it may seem like they're freaking out, but for all you know, they have autism. For all you know, they have something else. Before you touch them, always ask if it's okay to be touched, because sometimes if you touch somebody who's autistic, it could lead them to be aggressive or violent, and I don't want to see anybody getting hurt. And it's not because they mean to, it's because, well, they're scared and they're overstimulated and they are already trying to bring themselves down. So when somebody they don't know touches them, it kind of just makes them panic more. But yeah, I hope this helps, guys. And if nothing else, it's for me later on in life. I can look back and see how far I've come. That point exactly of what I have to deal with. But I love you guys. I know I said a lot of things that were probably redundant, but I tried to phrase them in different ways so it made more sense. But I'm trying, and I really love you guys. And I'm sorry for not posting a whole lot. Like, I've been stressed, and I'm just going through the motions right now. So I will see you guys later. You'll see Toonie later. Hi, buddy. Keep your head up. Keep smiling. You're beautiful. And I'll see you guys later. Bye. Say bye, Toonie. He's like, meh.